Dude, I've taken like 50 calls already, and so at this point I know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna wing it. Every single call is game time, so I need to be prepared before the call happens so I can just be focused and present when the conversation comes. Dude, when that awkward silence happens, I hate it. I just go ahead and jump in because you don't want to make it too awkward for a prospect, right? Silence is a good thing. If I use it in a calibrated way, then I ultimately understand more about the prospect because usually they end up filling the silence. Dude, I hate it when a prospect says like they've been burned before, they've been trying all this other stuff. Like, because then I have to go through the whole rigmarole of like, oh, we're different, we have better pricing, and usually I end up just giving them a lower quote. Man, I love when people tell me that they've been burned before, not because it doesn't suck, but because it lets me in a little bit more into their decision-making process, what they're afraid of, what they like, what they don't like, and ultimately gives me a bit more context in order to help them. Dude, my pitches last like 30 minutes because I got to make sure that I tell them about every single thing that we do and how it's going to be helpful. And like, there's so much that we do. I just got to make sure that they know. I ignore 99% of what we do as a company and just focus on the 1% that is actually relevant to the prospect's needs and their problems. That way it's just as relevant as possible. Keeps the call shorter too. Clarity over information overload. Dude, I've started using these big fancy words with prospects and they've been taking me so much more seriously. I want to be polished and clean, but not overly polished, because authenticity and just being real generally closes more deals than just having the perfect pitch. Dude, you have to talk more than the prospect to make sure that they're sold. I try to keep my talk time under about 30% because I know that the less time that I'm talking, the more that they're selling themselves and the more active listening I can do.